Flack math! Give me some math and I'll give you some flack. Flack math!
All right, here we go, guys. So, without looking up there, don't look up there.
I was looking at you.
Give me your definition. I know you know what a circle is, but I want to know how to define it.
It is a
Define a
circular.
circle.
Do not look up there. Janae is looking up there. Kate, thank you for raising your hand.
It is like, so I can give you the marriage description of it.
Aww.
A circle never ends, and that's
Like
why
a
it's a
ring.
ring. And
Yeah.
so it's a never-ending.
That is so
shape
sweet.
That
I can do that because I'm wearing a mask.
I have one. It
Yeah.
is a round circular shape.
that's what I said.
So it's like a circle?
Are we with like any find it by like pi or square?
Yeah, so that's how you find the area. That's right. But how do you define the shape?
You look
of
at
the
it
circle.
and say, is it round?
Tobin.
Something with no straight lines
Okay.
and is convex.
It
Cool.
never ends. It's
So,
an infinity.
do you like my
shape.
circle?
As I was about
Yeah.
to say, is symmetrical.
Oh, it's convex too. So, oh, I guess convex could still be like this.
That's a circle. That's close.
You're getting
It's still not
closer.
symmetrical, but
But what makes a circle, Kate?
It never ends.
It never ends, so that never ends. And
Well,
get off the
so
love
it's-
thing, all right? Get off the love train. It's not going to help you right now. But love conquers all. Not today!
What's like a good one?
Oh, unpleasant. No one can guess that.
Anyone else?
I run like
Yeah, Tanner.
zero sides.
Zero sides, and again, yeah, like you could also say it maybe has infinite sides because there are all these little, and that's actually how they calculate pi is with limits. But technically that oval has 0 sides too. They don't have any line segments. Okay, you ready for this?
No.
A circle is a set of points that are equidistant from a separate point. Okay? So look at this point. I want to draw a point that's 3 inches from that point. Where do I draw it? Yeah?
So basically, do you know that look? No. So you draw a line and then you draw the circle. No.
So that, see how that point is about 3 inches from that point?
Yeah, and then you like.
Is that the only point that's 3 inches from that point? No, this point right here is 3 inches from that point. This point here, but all the points in between. So this is a terrible circle. It looks like a comic eye, I think. But basically, this circle, every point on that circle is the same distance. We call that a radius.
Compass or whatever it's
From
drawn.
yeah, and so that's why. But see how that defines a circle. There's nothing about being round or sides or anything in there. It's just about a set of points. See how this is a set of points that are the same distance from another point, what we call the center. Okay? So you can write that down. A circle is a set of points in a plane that are fixed distance from a given point. Okay? And so this is an introduction to circles. Okay, so a circle, set of points. And what do we call that fixed distance? There's a word for that. What is that distance from the center called?
Radius.
Radius.
That's why
Yes.
it's pi or a square.
Okay? Fixed distance from a given point. What is that given point called?
Diameter? No, center.
Center.
Diameter
Okay.
is like radius times
And then we name a circle. Unlike we name polygons with points that are on that polygon. But in a circle, we name a circle not with points that are on the circle. We name it by its center. Okay? So if this is circle, then we call this circle C or circle C. Okay, it's named by its center. So that center is not on the circle. The things that are on the circle are this. This is in the interior of a circle, but it's not on the circle. These points are not on the circle. This is not a disc. This is a circle. There's a difference between a disc and a circle. A disc is all that stuff inside. But a circle is just that outer rim. Okay?
I don't like how you're saying disc. You're like over pronouncing the like.
Well, I don't want it to be confused with other words. Yes?
So, it's just, the circle, yeah, I get it, but the disc and how you record things on the disc and how things can interpret what's on the disc, how is that different?
So that's
than
different. So that's
the
data. Are you
circle?
talking about like data on a disc or something?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm talking about like a throwing disc or something.
Oh, okay.
But in geometry, that name of that shape, if I wanted to say all of the stuff inside the circle and the circle itself, that's called a disc in geometry. That figure, that shape.
Okay,
Okay?
thank you.
All right, good question. So we got the radius, and then, so this guy is my radius. What if I went all the way across? What's that called?
Oh, that's the diameter.
Right. Okay. So two radiuses or two radii equal a diameter. Okay. Two opposite radii equal a diameter. Okay. This is a cool, I did this in Math 7, I think, but if I took a circle like this, and then I drew the diameter, how many of those diameters would fit around the circle? If I bent the diameter, how many do you think will fit around the circle? I'm starting at the top and I'm wrapping around. Tell me before I finish. 1, 2,
And like 3 plus pi.
3, and another, a little bit more than 3.
3.14.
Yes. So, how many diameters fit around a circle? Pi diameters fit around a circle. What's that distance around the circle called?
Wait, what was the question?
You could call it a perimeter, but
Circumference.
the circle world is very snobby, and circles have their own snobby language.
Why?
So this is not a perimeter, it's called a circumference,
Pi r squared.
because perimeters go with polygons. Circumference. No one else thinks that's funny?
No.
Well, I was trying to talk and write, and I said circumference. That's not the circumference. It's just the circumference. All right, so yes, pi diameters will fit around a circle. So how do you find the circumference? You multiply the pi times the diameter. That's the circumference. What's pi r squared give you?
Area.
Area. Okay? So if I took another circle and I put a box around it, a square around it, this is going to blow your mind. This already blew your mind, right? Like pi diameters, that's where we get that. That's where we get pi, because the pi is just every circle's ratio of the circumference versus its diameter. It's the same in every circle. So when you, it's exactly pi diameters will fit around a circle. Every circle, doesn't matter what the circle is. So every circle is similar to other circles in the universe. Okay? They're not congruent necessarily, some of them are, but every circle is similar. It has the same shape, but maybe a different size. But the ratio of its diameter to its circumference is always the same. It's pi. That's the ratio. Pi is just a ratio. It's a division problem. Circumference divided by diameter. Okay. Now if I took this guy and I broke it up into 4 quadrants. I broke it up into 4 quadrants here. So see this little upper right hand square there? How do you find the area of that square?
You like find the area of a square.
Yeah, how do you find the area of a square?
Base times width.
Yeah, so what's the base of this square?
Whatever the.
What is that
diameter
length called?
Diameter.
If it's only halfway,
Oh, radius.
radius, okay? And what's this length? Well, it's a square,
It's a radius.
so that's radius. So what's the area of this square here?
Radius squared.
R squared, radius squared. And so it's the same in all of these. So the area of that big square equals 4r squared, right? But if we're trying to find the area of the circle, we don't want the whole square. We want to cut off these little corners, make a fun little PB&J, peanut butter and jelly sandwich right there. Okay? So we just have to cut. We don't like the crusts, so we're going to cut those off. So how much do you think we're cutting off?
4 minus 3.14.
Yeah,
So
that's how much we're cutting off. We're cutting off just a little bit under 1, so 0.86-ish is what we're cutting off. So the area of the circle equals pi times r squared, not 4 times r squared, so a little bit less than 4, it's pi times r squared. Okay, so that's not quite as exact as this. But if you draw a circle, like with the diameter, the length of your piece of paper, and you can draw around it, it'll be exactly pi diameters will fit around that circle. Okay? So there's not much to this lesson. So you already know how to find the circumference and area of a circle. And Saxon will try to trick you by saying, okay, find the circumference and area of this circle. Ready, go. Probably do this in your head.
Yeah. Yeah, you just say like.
I want to find both the circumference and area. You could probably do it in your head.
A is 100 pi.
Okay, you're right.
And then what does it say? It's C says 25.
I can't see the numbers. What's the radius?
That's this. What is that called? All the way across.
Diameter.
Diameter is 20 inches.
Oh, I thought we were doing the one in green. Just kidding.
Oh, yeah. Sorry.
That's fine.
Okay, so what's the circumference and what's the area?
20 pi.
So 20 pi, and this is 100 pi. Now, if we wanted to use 3.14,
Oh,
we could do that.
Yes.
100 times 3.14. What's 100 times 3.14?
3.1400.
No. No. You wouldn't.
No.
Just no.
314.
Good. 314.
I did the math right. I just added the decimal wrong.
That's great. Good job. 314. See where Tori got that? She just moved it. When you multiply by 100, it's nice. You just move the decimal 2 places to the right. Now you can do that, right? What's 10 times pi? 31.4. Now double that.
62.8.
62.8. Inches squared or inches? Just inches. Okay, not inches, not area. You're still just finding the length of this distance here. Okay? You guys remember doing this in pre-algebra and math 7? You guys good with this?
Yes.
You don't remember doing it?
No.
It's been a long time.
I was just saying,
But-
I took 3 now.
We do stuff like this in your other math classes too, but it's just a formula, guys. Just plug it in the formula. If you know the parts of a circle, then you can do this. If you know that all the way across is the diameter, halfway across is the radius, and all the way around is called the circumference, Those are the only 3 things you really need to know to find this stuff. Okay? Can you guys handle this?
Yeah.
All right, good. Let's move on.
Flack math! Give me some math and I'll give you some flack. Flack math!